All right, so we're going to continue on with the last couple problems from our final review that will be on Thursday and Friday. So we're going to start with number 35 is where we left off. It says find the domain and range of this function. So if I was just going to do kind of a quick graph of this, some of the numbers I could put in would be like 0 for x, so 2 to the 0 power is 1. 1/2 times that is 1/2, right? So it'd be like right there. And then if I put 1 in for x, 2 to the 1 power is 2 times 1/2 would be 1. If I put it in fractions, it'd be smaller than that. So it basically looks kind of like this graph right here. It's an exponential, right? You could graph it on decimals, kind of the same deal. But the thing we know about the domain is this, okay? I can put in any value of x into my domain, and I will get some y out. And so we can say that this is all real numbers, right? We use that denotation for all real numbers. They just wrote it out as a word in our answers. Then we look at the range. Now the range is the y values. And we notice that our line approaches 0, y equals 0, but it never touches it because it's an asymptote. And so we would say that that's y is greater than 0. So which one says that the domain is all real numbers and y is greater than 0? That would be A. Okay, now the next one. So number 36 says write 0.72 repeated as a fraction. Well, early in the year we learned that anytime we have a repeated fraction, we can actually write that over some value of 9 with the number of digits that are repeated. So like if we were doing 0.2 repeated, that'd be 2 over 9. So 72 repeated would be 72 over 99, right? And then to solve that out, what we're going to do is we're actually going to reduce it. So I know that I can take a number out of both 72 and 99. That number is going to be 9, right? So if I divide the top by 9, I get 8. If I divide the bottom by 9, I get 11. So the answer is 8/11. Okay? All right, very good. Now, all right, go to 37. Now, 37 says, which graph is x squared plus 25 y squared equals 50? Okay, so a couple different things we could do. One of them is, okay, it looks like it might be a circle, right? Because that's totally fine. But the problem with a circle is we want y to be by itself. Now, we could also just graph it on decimals. So let's do that, and we can just see kind of what it is, right? So we go here, and we go to decimals. Okay, and it was x squared plus 25y squared equals 50. Okay, and we look at that, that's clearly not a circle. That one would be an ellipse, right? Okay, we also know since there's a plus sign, we know that it would be an ellipse as well. So then that would be, the correct answer to that one would be C, an ellipse. All right, number 38, use log 5 of 2 is approximately that, and log 5 of 3 is approximately that to approximate log 5 of 12. Now, we could do that. It's totally fine. We could do it using the way that we did back in chapter 7. However, I still think the change of base formula is going to help us the most. And remember, change of base looks like this, okay? Change of base. It says log 5 of 12 is really the same as the common log, so I'll change my color here, common log, which we can do on our calculator, of 12, divided by the common log of our base, which was 5. And again, we can just put that into our calculator. And so when we do that, common log of 12 divided by common log of 5, we get 1.5439. There we go. And so 1.5440 is essentially what it rounds to as well. Okay, number 39. Write an equation for a parabola with focus 1, 3 and a vertex of 0, 3. Okay, so really what we're asked to do is to find a parabola with 1, 3 and a vertex of 0, 3. Okay, so let's think about what that might look like. Okay, so if I was going to graph that, 0, 3 is right here, right? And 1, 3, oh, excuse me, that's not 0, 3. That's 3, 0. So it's actually, I'll just start over here. Okay, so if I was going to do that, I would say, okay, so here's my graph. All right, so my vertex is at 0, 3, so right there. And my focus is at 1, 3, so right there. So really, my graph is going to look like that. So automatically, I know that this is not a regular y equals x squared type of quadratic, right? So it's not going to be A and it's not going to be C. So then I think about, okay, well, which one is it going to be if we have y equals or x equals something, right? So really, our only answer that makes sense is D. And we could verify this using Desmos. In fact, we will, right? And so we go here and we say, okay, x equals -1/4. Or no, +1/4, y minus 3. Quantity squared. And there we go. So 0, 3 is my vertex. My focus would be right in there. And so we know for sure we did this one right. Okay. All right, very good. And finally, the last problem on here. 4 to the power of 2x plus 7 is equal to 32 to the power of x plus 3. So if I'm going to solve that, again, easiest way to do that is to take the common log of both sides, right? And so what I end up getting is I get 2x plus 7 times the quantity common log of 4, right, is equal to, and then it would be x plus 3 times the common log of 32, right? And so what I can do then is I can distribute. So when I do that, I get 2x log 4 and then plus 7 log 4 is equal to x log 32. And then plus 3 log 32. Okay? So now that I have all that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my x's to one side and all my numbers to the other, right? And so I do that by subtracting and adding and all that kind of fun stuff. And so what I get is, over here on the left, I'm going to have 2x log 4. And then I have minus x log 32 is equal to 3 log 32, because that's still left on the right. And then I subtracted over 7 log of 4. Okay, so now I have a whole bunch. Now you'll notice that I have an x in both numbers on the left. So I'm going to factor that out, right? And so I'm going to get x on the outside, 2 log 4 minus log 32, right, equals 3 log 32 minus 7 log 4. And then what's going to happen is we're going to divide both sides by 2 log 4 minus log 32. And when I go do that on my calculator, okay, so I have my calculator here, I'll do the whole right side in parentheses in my calculator. So 3 log 32 minus 7 log 4. All right, and I get, when I hit equals, I get 0.3 something. Then divided by, and then in parentheses, I'm going to put all of this in parentheses. So 2 log 4 minus log 32. And when I get that, I end up getting -1. So my correct answer to this guy is B, -1. Now, again, there's way easier ways to do it. One of them is you just put those numbers in for x in the exponents and see if you get the same thing. So it works. Anyway, good luck. Happy studying for the rest of your final. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.